Happy Easter, wherever you are in the United States. It's the United States thing.
Well, not necessarily. Other people celebrate the holiday. Catholics.
Okay.
All over, worldwide.
Oh, yeah, they do. Yeah, they do.
I mean, we're not Catholic.
It's really a Catholic thing.
Well, we're not. No, it's a Baptist. We're Baptists.
Yeah. Well, it's really
it's a religious
Christian thing.
Yeah.
It's a Christian thing.
Yeah. For those of you who don't celebrate Easter, happy Sunday to you.
Happy Sunday. Happy end of the week. Yay. Or beginning of the week, whatever you think.
Yeah.
You know, some people think it's beginning of the week.
On Sunday. Yeah. I begin on Monday.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
I look at Monday as the beginning.
Yeah. Starting the week off because, you got work and all that.
Yeah, you got work. You got to go through and stuff. So, yeah, that's where we start off.
Everybody... We're just so happy to be here.
Yes, we are.
And happy that we did not suffer any damage from the tornadoes.
Yeah, we had a few little tornadoes and
hailstorms.
Yeah, I mean, a real hailstorm.
My God.
Real hailstorm.
I mean, this one hotel, which was not far from us.
Yeah.
The hotel, it looked like people had just thrown big, huge rocks.
It looked like somebody was machine gunning like big old, bolts in there.
Can you imagine being in a hotel and then your windows are getting,
and that person's house, you sit,
oh my, cars were just damaged.
It was crazy.
Oh my goodness, yeah,
it was crazy. It was crazy.
For those people who did, have hailstorm and tornado damage, we really, really, worry about that, and we hope that you guys are okay.
Yeah.
Because it was scary.
It was scary.
Because we actually heard the tornado sirens.
Yeah, we heard tornado sirens.
But they weren't in our area. They must be from a distance. Because it wasn't. Yeah, it wasn't close.
It was further down.
Yeah.
It was further down. Yeah.
Yeah, but we get tornadoes here.
We do. Mm-hmm. We do. That's why our AAA baseball team is called the Storm Chasers.
Storm Chasers, yeah.
It's the Storm Chasers, so yes, we get storms here.
Yeah, and for anybody around the country, if you're suffering from some type of hail damage or tornado or storm damage, we hope everything gets better for you.
Yeah, hope everything's good. Hope you're all good to go.
Now, I have to say, we started off this stream with 3 M's in the chat.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
First in the chat was Mimi. Then Monica. And then Marnie.
Yes.
The 3 M's.
The 3 M's. They all up in there. No drama games there.
After that, we had no drama games.
Yes.
Hi, Ivan. How are you? Who else is in the chat this morning?
Who else?
Hi, Jennifer.
Jennifer, KC.
Hey, Blaine. How's it going? Board Game Queens, welcome to the show, everybody.
Esther.
Hey, Esther. Oh, she said hello from Nora, Zach. Oh, Nora's telling us her birthday tomorrow. Oh.
Happy birthday to Nora. Early birthday.
Happy early birthday,
Happy
Nora.
early birthday. Amanda Panda.
Hey, Amanda Panda. Amanda's on time.
Yes, she's on time.
Whoa.
She's on time.
Hey, Red Lover. Welcome to the show.
Yes.
Ashy Feet. Welcome to the show. Hi, John Hedberg. Welcome to the show.
Welcome.
Wow, so many new people.
Yes.
I love it.
Matthew.
Matthew Rose, welcome to the show. Mason Foxvog, welcome to the show.
What's up, Albert?
Albert, welcome. Dean.
Aloha, Dean.
Aloha. Starbug 042. The Games Ninja.
Okay.
Oh, welcome to the show.
Hey.
Alhambra, a classic German game where one slapped a theme on interesting play mechanics. I guess one built a city in that. I thought it was a palace. It was actually colored square tiles. Okay.
Well, I mean, Alhambra's still a cool game, though.
It's a good game.
It's a cool game, though.
Yeah,
we love it.
It's
we
a
love
great
it.
game.
Yeah.
I think we said hi to everybody.
We did?
Yeah, we said hi.
Yeah.
Let's see. We got everybody, Monica.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. So everybody, welcome to the show. We're
welcome
ready
to the
for
show.
An exciting show.
Welcome to the show.
We're going to have some fun.
Yes. We didn't do our thing, though.
I'm not done.
Oh, you're not done?
I'm not done.
I'm sorry. I thought you were done.
No, I'm not
I
done.
thought you were done. I'm sorry.
I'm not done.
Okay. I thought you were.
Since you want to push this so fast.
Yes.
For those,
you're not pushing it. Don't push it. I don't want to push it. Go slow. Go your time.
So
do your time.
Thank you.
Do your time, ma'am.
So,
yes.
I'll go ahead and go.
Oh, what?
So, for those of you who don't know us, I'm Starla.
I'm Mick.
And we are
our fan play game. Boom! Yes.
Yes. Welcome again, everybody.
Yes.
Marty said, yay for the 3 M's. Yeah, yay for the 3 M's.
Yes.
Thank you guys so much. I don't know what's going on with you. We already talked about last week.
What going on with me?
Yeah, what's going on?
What's happening with me?
I don't know.
Something going on with me? You gotta know. Something up with me? Did I miss the
okay,
what?
so I'll take that as nothing's going on with me right now.
Nothing going on. Yes. Everything all good so far.
Well, right now I'm kind of upset.
About what you upset about?
I'm upset because my manicure. I need to go get my nails done, and I am not taking time for myself. My nails are overdue.
So wait a minute, you talking about your nails?
Yes.
About your nails.
Yes. Yeah.
We talking about nails.
Yes. That's an issue for me.
We
right
talking about
now.
nails.
Yes. So if you guys see my nails, don't look close.
Oh Lord, killing those nails. I'm tired. You know, like when she try to pick up components and stuff, them nails be getting in the way all the time. I say, cut them nails. Cut them.
I will when I go get them
Cut
done.
them nails. They always in the way.
I have a really great manicurist. Sand is so great.
Hey, cut
Yeah,
them
yeah,
nails.
yeah.
Cut them. I need them cut.
So anyway, that's my big pet.
Emergency! 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 Breaking news! Breaking news! All over the place. Breaking news. We do got breaking news, y'all. See, I told you I just gonna come out nowhere. I come out of nowhere. Y'all thought it was all good about nails and stuff. I just come out of nowhere. I just be throwing like hell. I'm like hell. I'm like hell damage.
You're a
I'm just
hailstorm?
coming. I'm a hailstorm.
That felt like a hailstorm.
Did it really?
Yes, it hit really hard.
It hit really hard?
Yes.
Oh, yes.
Not in a good way.
Not in a good way.
Hi, NNE
What?
Salayeki.
Why you mean
Welcome
not
to
in
the
a good
show.
way?
Because you just coming out at people. That's not.
What?
We need a warning.
Well, you know, wait a minute. Breaking news just be breaking. You know, you be looking at something on TV, and all of a sudden, it's just breaking. It just break. Like, hey, I want you to hear it.
Well,
You know it.
join the show at
Yes.
your own risk.
Yes.
If you have small children,
Yes.
I apologize.
Yes.
If you have pets, I apologize.
Yes.
I cannot control this.
What?
This.
What do you mean you can't control?
I can't control it. Go
What?
ahead, sweetheart.
Okay. Now, I tried to find some good, happy news, but almost every other article in board game news is about the tariffs.
Yeah.
Now, we got to be serious about this, family, because them tariffs are serious. And it's doing a big damage for our hobby and our industry. You know, on April 12th, 2025, Greater Than Games has suspended operations. So, you know, we just saw that.
Yeah.
You know, only 3 co-founders, Chris, Paul, and Adam, remain on the publishing team. But other than that, it's gone. And the parent company, Flat River Group, basically just kind of killed it. Now, another thing we found out is that a Reddit tip claimed that French publisher Aiello paused U.S. releases, though not on their side. They haven't said nothing yet, so we're still waiting on that. Now, Flat River Group, Aiello's North American distributor, confirmed all Flat River Group import business is on hold until the tariffs are gone.
Yeah.
You know, now Pandasaurus Games came through with some stuff. And it said that they're shifting most of their production to Europe, raising prices 20 to 30%.
Yeah. Yeah.
And they're pausing some of the China-only lines. Now, no new crowdfunding until the tariffs are calmed down. That's from Pandasaurus Games.
Yeah.
And we like Pandasaurus Games, some of them.
Yes, we do.
We like some of them. Now, it's a lot going on, family. I mean, a lot. Now, also, let me give them my notes here. Now, a big one that we saw.
Amanda just commented
What'd
that
she say?
Flat River Group let go of their employees. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now, we've seen some, people that we know. Somebody from Flat River Group that's real good friends of ours was let go.
Yeah.
And we see that they are letting go folk. Now, Seth LaFair Games and the COO Price Johnson was on CNN not too recently talking about stuff. And he says that 1.2 million of Gloomhaven and related titles are now stuck in China.
Yeah, $1.2 million.
Yeah, 1.2 million. Oh, yeah, $1.2 million dollars of Gloomhaven games. And that's the second edition, y'all. Gloomhaven second edition is now stuck in China.
Yeah.
They've halted all U.S. sales for now. And Gloomhaven second edition May launch is now up in the air. And it said domestic manufacturing options supply don't exist for the custom components. So they trying to tell y'all, all these publishers are trying to tell y'all they can't do it in the U.S. Now I've seen a lot of these popped up internet, economic folk that just got their, news and their information from the internet. They pop it up trying to tell the publishers, y'all can do, y'all stuff here in the United States. No, they can't, y'all. No, they can't.
We don't have the infrastructure.
They don't have the infrastructure.
We don't have
and
the
if you're gonna
equipment,
get,
we don't have the,
and if you're gonna get the equipment, you gotta get it from China.
Yeah, so we just don't have it. It would take years for us to set up, manufacturing that's already set up, in China. So yeah, that's not good. We can't do it.
So we got a lot of stuff going on. So so what does that mean for us? Well, it's gonna be delayed releases, smaller print runs, and price bumps are likely for our future. That's for our future. All that, and we might see empty shelves or higher, higher prices. So a lot of folks saying you better shop early for Christmas.
Yeah.
Better shop early. That's right now.
Yeah.
Right now, and let's see. Consider backing projects that can be, can move production to tariff-free areas.
Yeah.
So that's gonna be hard because if you try to get something in Europe got some tariffs right now. They got the base, I think 10% and some other stuff. Yeah. So. It's gonna be hard. It's gonna be hard.
Really tough conversation because it really does affect our lives, especially as as gamers and in this hobby. It's tough.
It's tough.
Tariffs are touching all everybody's life in some way, or another. Yeah. And it's scary. It's scary because it affects our business again. Like
it affects us.
We're not going to receive the games that we normally receive. Yes. So that gives us
and the business that we normally
receive. The business because the publishers can't afford to get people to talk about this stuff. Their advertising and marketing is going to go down, which is what we do for them. We do advertising and marketing. So. It's gonna be tough.
Because the one thing I want to tell publishers, don't give up your marketing. Because that's the first thing they give up.
That is the first thing they let go.
They start cutting marketing, thinking they can do it on their own. No, you can't.
And as a marketing professional, don't cut marketing.
Right there.
Don't cut marketing.
Don't cut out the content creators. That can get out your games. That can talk about your games.
They're sitting on inventory. You still need to sell that inventory. So don't stop the marketing because if you can go ahead and sell what you already have on hand, and then you'll have people still coming to you. So don't stop the marketing.
Yeah, don't stop the marketing. Don't cut out marketing. Don't cut that out because you need us. To talk about your games. You need us.
Hey, Lori, welcome to the show.
How you doing?
Amanda said Dr. Finn Games is selling all physical games off and moving to print and play or digital.
Oof.
Oh,
Oof.
Wow.
Wow. Okay.
That's hard
go
because
back
that wouldn't work for me because I'm not a print and play. I like board games.
Any other comments that are saying, I know there's a lot of talk. It says
Blaine said
it would take about 5 years to make factories here. Sometimes they say even longer than that.
Yeah.
And most of the parts from machines and most of the production materials are all imported to. Just like I said, no company is going to jump on that investment now. And that is
so true.
A lot of companies, they invest in that. And that's millions and billions of dollars.
And they're not sitting on those dollars. They're not sitting on that money because they didn't expect this to happen. So you don't have this millions of dollars, especially if you're a smaller publisher.
Yeah, this is not a manufacturing, area. America's not manufacturing. Yeah. It's basically a service industry. Service, society.
Greg, can you scroll down? We're missing a few comments.
Yeah. Go up. Yeah. Let's see. There are a few companies going under that I don't think can ever ship and deliver their latest campaign stuff. Ship. That's what I said. Ship and deliver their latest campaign stuff.
Their campaign stuff.
So a big break in cans.
So that's what Monica was saying.
Yeah.
And then Blaine said the number of companies that have finished games in China are scrambling to move them to other countries is crazy. Yes.
Yeah, it's
there was
crazy.
Another one, Grant. Could you go up again? Because I was going to comment. Where is it?
You see it?
I was going to tell Nora, this is off the tariff.
Oh, okay.
She was saying that Nora sensed the breaking news storm and coming, and she ran to her room.
Why she run? Why she running? Tell Nora come on back. What's she running for?
Come back. Don't be scared.
What's she running for?
So you're gonna get her fueled up. So when we go back to OrcaCon, she gonna really get you.
She gonna come at me. We're gonna find a game. She gonna come at me. She gonna give me that look again.
Yes.
Normie give me that look.
Board Game Queen said, "Just making America great again."
Hey Stephanie, how you doing? I'll buy popcorn. Hey Stephanie, how you doing? How you doing?
So is that it? Okay.
Yeah, I think let's go back down. Go down, Grant. Go down.
Up.
See. No, down.
There's nothing down.
Oh, nothing
You
down.
need to
Okay,
go up that
Go
way.
up. Go up.
We try to get all the comments in before
Yeah,
we go
yeah.
to
Try
another
to get.
topic.
Yeah.
All right, I think we
I think we got everything. Yeah,
Pretty
it's
much,
going
yeah.
to be.
Yeah.
It is going to be rough, y'all. But we're gonna keep a look at it. And we're gonna keep watching this tariff situation because it is a bad situation. And like again, I say, content creators need to talk about it. If you're not talking about it and think everything's joy, and bright, you're doing a disservice to your people.
Anybody in this hobby, content creators, publishers, designers, this affects all of us.
Yes.
All of
So
us.
you got to talk about it.
Because one thing we got to think about, how is this going to affect conventions?
Yes.
Because if publishers can't go and be, vendors and help sponsor these conventions, are we going to have big conventions anymore?
Are we gonna have what? Because I really haven't heard from nobody yet.
Yeah, I don't know.
I haven't heard from anybody. Because it's gonna be rough. It's gonna be rough.
All right, let's wrap up the tariffs talk
All right.
now.
Yeah. But we gotta always know that we're gonna be 100. That's all I want to say. We're going to always be 100. We love y'all, so we're going to always be 100.
We're going to wrap up the tariffs talk.
Yes.
And we're going to talk about our sponsor this week.
Yes.
We've got Looney Labs
back
in the house.
Looney in the house.
So
Looney.
sit back, get your coffee, and we got a quick little ad spot for you.
Yes.
Looney Labs isn't just making games. Their mission is to create fun, and they've got it down to a science. Best known for the ever-chaotic Flux series, their playful brilliance extends far beyond with fast-paced lunacy and more. Now they're shaking things up again with Word Flux, a game that takes the phrase, a play on words, literally. Whether you're twisting time, flipping rules, or bending language itself, Looney Labs keeps the fun coming, bringing people together the old-fashioned way. Face-to-face, laughing, scheming, and outsmarting each other one unpredictable game at a time. To learn more about their awesome games, visit LooneyLabs.com.
All right, we're back.
Hi, everybody.
Yeah.
So, Looney Labs.
Looney Labs.
So I can see.
Now, they got a new game coming soon. That's Mystery Flux.
But they have one out right now called
Word Flux. That is not fun for me. It's not fun for me,
I
y'all.
happen to like Word Flux.
Because I'm not good with words.
I like Word Flux.
I know. You love it. You love Word Flux.
Yes.
Because, shoot, what I have to be asking, okay, now I got to find out what these adjectives are. I got to be remembering adjectives. Okay, adjectives. Let me remember that. I can't give me all those, that's school stuff.
But Flux is fun. Word Flux
It is kind of fun. It's kind of fun.
Yes. Love it.
But all the fluxes are fun.
No, but not all of them.
Yeah, all of them. Now, just like I said, because, a lot of them have some seasoning in them. You got to have a seasoning.
Monica said dyslexia Flux.
Yeah, oh, no, we don't want that. But you got to put a little seasoning in them, and because the original Flux don't have no seasoning.
Yeah.
It don't have no seasoning, so it's a little plain. But those other ones, all the other Fluxes got a little seasoning, and that's what you want.
Yeah.
You want a little seasoning.
Blaine said, minor point of good news, my Kickstarter copy of Solo Game of the Month, produced by 7th Inning Stretch, just arrived. I called it pretty good timing. Well, that's good. Happy you got it.
Glad you got it.
Happy you got it.
Glad you got it. Because,
right.
I had a friend of mine, he said that he's kind of worried about a couple of Kickstarters that he got coming up. So, yeah.
You know what I didn't do in the opening?
What?
I never told everybody what our topic was for the
Why?
Because we were talking about other stuff.
Why?
And I forgot to tell you the
I did
topic.
have breaking news, though. I did have breaking news. I had to break in because I had breaking news. I had to break in.
I didn't get a chance to tell them. We're talking about our top 12 city building games. I love city building games.
Yes.
Love them. Now, I'm going
Yes.
to tell you now, we narrowed it down to 12 because I know you guys got a lot of games you're going to suggest and talk about. We narrowed it down to 12. We started with 27.
We did?
Yeah,
We did have 27. We had 27.
We came up with 27.
Oh, yeah, okay.
And I brought it down to 12.
Okay, you brought down 12.
Because if I stopped at 20, we'd be here all night. We'd still be
talking. We'll be talking about it,
7 p.m., we still talking.
7 o'clock, everybody be gone. We'll be the only ones on here.
I mean, there are times when we can hit 20, 30 games, but I think we have a lot of good conversation, and I love that, our chat is really vibrant, and so we're going to talk with them.
Yeah, we're going to talk with it.
All right, so let's get started.
Okay.
Now, a lot of these games on our list are games that I don't get to play enough, and some of them just don't get enough love.
Yeah.
And the first one on my list is one I don't think gets enough love, and that is Acropolis.
Yes.
From Gigamit.
Yeah.
It's a 1-to-4 player game. It came out in 2022. Now, in Acropolis, the most talented architects in ancient Greece stand ready to achieve this goal.
Yes.
Building houses, temples, markets, gardens, and barracks, so you can grow your city and ensure it triumphs over other cities.
Yeah.
Raise its prestige with harmonious planning and conform to specific rules to enhance it by building plazas. Stone is an essential resource, so make sure you do not neglect it. You'll need to have enough quarries so you can build higher up, making your city stretch toward the sky. So in this game, you got to choose tile from the construction site, arrange it in your city to unlock each district's full potential, build on higher levels, increasing the value of your districts so you can win the game. This game is all about tile placement.
It's tile placement.
Open drafting.
Yes, and in open drafting, you got to use those, those cubes, which are kind of the quarries.
Yeah, yeah.
Your marble or whatever, your stones, and that kind of helps you, get the, the tiles that you want.
I fell in love with this game when I first saw it. We learned this game.
It's tile laying. You love those things.
But it's city building because you got to make sure your city makes sense.
Yes.
Make it make sense.
Because each one of the tiles has a requirement in order for you to make points. Yes. Like, I think some of the soldier, I think it's like the barracks. The barracks, yes. Yeah, the barracks, you got to have outside the city, on the edge of the city. You got to make sure you have that so you can get those points. Yeah. And then you got to have, I think your market got to be surrounded, or your temple got to be surrounded.
Each one of the
each one has to have a special.
And you got to decide.
Yeah, it gets a puzzle sometimes. It turns into a puzzle.
It's a puzzle. You got to decide, what am I going to really focus on to get the most points?
Yes, it does. It comes to a puzzle, and I really do enjoy the game. Yeah. And it's kind of sad.
Hey, Michelle Rose,
hey,
welcome
Michelle,
to the show.
How you doing? I think it basically. It's basically disappeared. Now, I know they have an expansion for it, that I want to get.
We don't have expansion.
We don't have expansion.
But
I
love the base game. Yes. Blaine said Acropolis looks great.
It is. It's a good game.
Board Game Queen says, want to play Acropolis? It looks fun.
It is a fun game. It is a fun game.
Amanda Panda says, love Acropolis at all player counts.
That is true. It's good at all player counts.
I think we played it with 4 the first time.
We played it with 4.
Yeah.
And then we played with 2.
Yeah, we played with 2.
We played it all player counts. I think 3, 2. We played at 3 one time.
Yes.
So it is good at all player counts. And it's a fun game.
Love it, love it, love it.
Basically forgotten. I hate that.
I know.
Yeah, well, you got 5,000 games coming out,
But I hate it when
we used to have 5,000 games.
When I get a game I like and we cannot get it back to the table.
Yes.
Because I don't think we played it in over a year.
Oh my God, we haven't played it in a long time. Yeah, it's been a while.
But love Acropolis.
Yes.
All right, someone already mentioned this one. So the next one on the list is Alhambra. From Queen Games, 2 to 6 players. It came out in 2003. I could have said 2003. Players are acquiring buildings to be placed within their Alhambra complex.
Yeah.
The money in Alhambra comes in 4 different currencies and is available in the open money market. The game rewards efficiency, as when a player purchases a building from the market for the exact amount of money, they may take another turn. So it's all about open drafting, and set collecting, and tile placement. Love this game. Now, when we first got Alhambra, which was years ago. It was one of those games that I had to get used to with the way the cards reacted with the money and the cards.
The money, because it's really different how the money. Matters a whole bunch.
It matters because you want to get exact amount so you can get.
So you can get another turn.
Yeah. And I love Alhambra. I love the way it looks when you're putting the tiles down. And again, you got your little. I think you have like a fountain in them. You can have fountains.
Yes. Well, the fountain starts off. That's where you start off.
The fountain.
Yeah, that's where your base is, and then you kind of build around that.
Yeah, I don't know what it is about city building games. I think
you love city building games.
I should have been a city planner.
Well, it seemed like that's what you like so
do.
much.
I love it. The whole putting it together. Adding parks and houses or whatever those little things are for that particular game. I like what it makes sense.
You love city building.
I do.
You love city building. It's crazy how you love it so much.
I love city building so much. I'm gonna let you talk about this next one.
Now, why you want me to talk about? Well, I haven't finished with Alhambra
so let's
yet.
talk about Alhambra.
Because we have the big box. Because like when we played Alhambra, we didn't play none of the expansions.
No, we didn't.
It was so long ago we didn't play none of the expansions, and then all of a sudden we have Alhambra big box.
Yeah.
We haven't got it to the table yet.
Yeah,
we haven't got to the table to get all those. It's about 100 expansions for it, so we got to get those to it too and do that.
Board Game Queen said Alhambra got me into the hobby.
Yeah, oh, okay, okay. Now that's one that could have got us into the hobby too if we'd have saw it. That's a real good one. And it says Blaine said I love Alhambra, and then Susan brought me the big box. Bought me the big box with all the expansions for Christmas. Yeah, it is a real good game. Yeah. We got to still do the expansions. We got to play that one.
We should.
All right. So the next one is
talk about this one, sweetheart.
Now I don't know why you keep stopping me to talk about this. Yes, we're gonna talk about Barcelona. By Board and Dice Games. 1 to 4 players. Ladies and gentlemen, we did play that last night. Costello said, let's play it because she wanted to see it.
Well, here's the no. See, you're not telling the story.
She wanted to see it.
See, Mick had played Barcelona.
I have played it before.
He just kept hounding me.
I said,
you gotta play Barcelona. You gotta play Barcelona.
It's good.
And so when we were doing the list and I had all the games, I said, well, I'm gonna put Barcelona on the list, so we need to play it. Because Mick said, well, it's a great game. And if you don't play it, I'll just talk about it myself.
Yes.
I said, no, I want to be able to talk about the games too. So last night, for the first time, I played Barcelona.
Didn't like it, family. I didn't like it at all.
Did you tell him about the game?
I don't like it.
Did you tell him about Barcelona?
You will take on the role of builders in the 19th century Barcelona who are working on the new expansion to the city because you're going outside the city walls. Mm-hmm. Your main goal is to construct buildings to accommodate the citizens who want to leave the old city. And in the process, you will also build streets, create tram lines, and build public services. The game is played over a variable number of rounds, interrupted by 3 scoring phases before a final scoring phase. Every round, each player takes a single turn consisting of 2 or more actions, a building phase, and then preparation for the next turn. At the end of the game, the player with the most points wins.
Sounds like you got an attitude.
It's tile placement. I
don't like the attitude.
It's a little worker placement too. And got in-game bonuses. Family. I taught Starla the game, and I don't know what.
He kind of taught the game.
What do you mean?
We watched a few videos, and then I had to pull out the rule book myself because sometimes people teaching you the game.
Hold up! Don't! Hold up! Hold up!
The rules guy has to be checked sometimes.
What do you mean I gotta be checked?
You gotta check the rules guy.
What do you mean gotta check me?
Let me tell you something about my husband.
What?
When we're playing a game, especially if I'm getting ahead.
Yeah.
For some reason, my husband starts really checking the rules on my turns. If I'm
now
getting
listen,
ahead.
you got real far ahead, and I was it was kind of strange how far ahead you were going. But I knew what was wrong. I did a few little missteps at the beginning of Barcelona.
Oh, you're accepting the responsibility for your mistakes.
I did a few little missteps. I know I did.
Yes, you did.
You were very lucky.
I was not lucky.
You were very lucky.
I like city games.
You were very lucky.
Hey, Blackboard Gaming, welcome to the show.
How you doing? You were very lucky in Barcelona. You did a few good things at the beginning.
And
I couldn't stop you.
And how was the outcome?
I lost. I lost very badly.
Now, let me tell you about Barcelona.
I lost very bad. I can admit it. I'm upset.
He talked about, you got to play it. You got to play it.
Yeah.
And then when we play it, he got mad at the end because he's like, I don't know how you won.
I don't know how you won. That far, I mean, you
don't want to give the numbers to you. I don't give the numbers. At one point, I'd almost lapped the board on him. It was fun.
It was bad, family.
Something about
bad.
that. And Matthew had said earlier, I should have been a city planner. Matthew, when I was younger, I didn't even know a city planner was a job.
Yeah.
Because, when you're in school, they teach you about the basic jobs.
Yes.
Nurse, teacher,
doctor,
lawyer.
They didn't tell you about city planners.
They'll tell you about city planners. I really should have been a city planner. I really enjoy that. Something about building a city clicks in
Grant,
my
go
head.
up a little bit. Go up a little bit.
It clicks in my head.
It says, what? It says, how heavy is Barcelona? Board Game Queens asks, how heavy is Barcelona? It's kind of medium heavy. It's going toward that way. It's
a lot you're looking
It's a
at.
lot going on.
I
And so,
mean,
yeah,
you gotta-
Jennifer said it's a lot going on.
Yeah.
There is a lot going on in Barcelona.
Oh, and East Salayaki said, "Yay, Barcelona, my home city."
Hey!
Oh, you're in
That's
Barcelona.
in Barcelona.
just
yeah.
home city.
Oh, just
That's
home
his
city.
home city.
Okay,
yeah.
gotta come to. Oh,
We got to come to Barcelona.
Oh, I
yeah,
would
we got
love
to
to
do
go to
that.
Barcelona.
Because what is that, Serta? We were trying to satisfy the
Yeah,
whims of
yeah.
Serta, the guy
Yeah.
who wanted it, a lot of green space in the town.
Oh,
yeah.
oh, Dwayne said, you know that if you teach someone a game and that person wins, you taught the game well. See, you did a good job. See?
All right. Okay. All right. We'll go with that. Yeah.
Amanda said you should do a top 10 list, top 10 games Mick likes, even though he loses. I like that list.
No, I do
Amanda.
not like that
that's
list.
That's a good list.
I don't like that list. Well, Barcelona is a really fun game.
Oh my God, I loved it.
It's real. I love the
loved it.
game. It's kind of medium heavy. I think, is it heavier than that other board and dice other game, Windmill Valley?
I don't think it's heavier. I think they're about the same. Board and dice.
It's a lot
to
more
me,
going on with Barcelona, though.
I don't think so. You got
You
a
think
lot
it's the
going
same thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I think it's that middle weight to heavy. It's like right there on the end
Yeah.
of middleweight.
I think it's
But
more
love
heavier
it.
than Reef Project, though.
Oh yeah, definitely heavier
Yeah,
than that.
yeah,
But yeah,
yeah.
I loved it. If you've never played Barcelona,
You got to play Barcelona.
I hadn't played it, and Mick kept saying I had to.
Yeah.
And I'm happy that I made myself say, look,
Yes.
I want to play it because he wanted it on the list, and it's a great game.
It's a great game,
Oh my
and
God.
it's a
You put
thinker,
it-
though.
you put
It
it
makes
down-
you think, though.
It makes you think.
It makes you think.
The choices you have to make. Now, okay, what actually bothered me though, kind of,
What?
was the train, the little streetcar.
Yeah. What about it?
Well, because I mean, when you're putting your streetcar down, then you put a passenger next to
Yeah.
it, but then you leave the passenger behind.
Yeah. Well, he's giving you points. Oh, well, he or she, the passenger, is giving you points.
No, they should have had cars where you could put the passenger on the train
No,
and take
this-
them with you.
This ain't Maglis Metro. It's not Maglis
They should have
Metro.
had spots on the train
What?
where you could put the little cubes in there
And let them and drive with you.
You're leaving the passenger behind.
Yes, they go wherever they need to go. Let them do whatever they need to
So
do.
you're dropping them off.
Then you drop them off.
Okay.
You put a passenger and say, "Hey, goodbye." That's my points. Goodbye. Have fun in the city of Barcelona.
Dwayne said Alicia really likes Barcelona. It's a little bit heavy for her. And then he said, I think Windmill Valley is definitely lighter. Okay, all right.
Yeah, I mean, I think Windmill Valley is a little bit, but Barcelona is pretty cool.
Monica said they have to run after the train for half.
They got to run after the train,
I mean,
and they running.
You get your passenger and you just leave them there.
You just leave
they
them
should be
there.
on the train.
No, they just leave them there. They exploring Barcelona. They going to one of them buildings that you building for them. You built half the dang city on the other side
That's
over
right.
there.
And see, the problem with that was
What?
you could have probably done better if you stayed off my side of the board.
I wasn't trying to stay on your side of the board.
I had claimed-
I claimed a building because it was the city folk was there. I had some city folk
one of
over
my
there.
in-game points was having a number of buildings. You get 2 points for
Here we go.
every building that was either
Here we
in
go.
a row
Here we go.
or diagonal or in a
Yeah.
column.
Yeah.
And I was going for 4. And here comes Mick sticking a building
Listen,
on my row.
I had an opportunity to build a building there. I built it.
No, you did that because you saw my in-game score
No, I
and you
didn't.
wanted to make sure you cut my points. And
What?
that's what happened.
How
That's
do
why you didn't
think-
win.
What? No, I was
That's why
just
he didn't
building
win.
because I was just building.
You had stuff on the
It
other
didn't help
side.
me. It
Well,
didn't
okay,
help
now,
me.
when we play on our table, this is a gaming table, and we take it off, the top goes off. So when we play, I'm across the table from Mick. So I'm on my side, building the board on my side.
But
he
you got to go everywhere. You just can't stay in this one
We
spot.
got to get off Barcelona because it's going to be forever.
It's
talking
gonna be
about this
fun.
game.
It's gonna be
'Cause
yeah.
Now
'cause-
we're rehashing what
yes,
happened last night.
We are rehashing
It's
what we
fresh.
did.
It's fresh.
It's very fresh. It's very fresh. Very fresh. All right, you do the next one. It's very fresh.
We're going to leave it right there.
Yes.
All right, but we love Barcelona.
We do love Barcelona.
All
yeah.
right, the next game on our list is Cape May. from
Yes.
Thunderwork Games.
Yes.
It's a 1-4 player. It came out in 2021.
Yes.
Now, in Cape May, players traverse the city streets as entrepreneurs, developing property while building wealth over 4 seasons to earn prestige.
Yeah.
You're going to build cottages, you're going to develop them into Victorian homes, and upgrade them into historic landmarks. You establish shops and grow them into profitable businesses. Carefully move around the city and make strategic use of activity cards. Complete bonus goals, and then take some time to relax and spot wildlife in the best place for bird watching in the northeastern United States. Whoever best balances their income, development, movement, and personal goals will go down in history as the most successful developer of Cape May.
Yes.
Love this game.
It's so unique that, your movement is dictated by the cards that you have in your hand.
Yes.
Because that's where the cards have your how many times you move.
Yeah.
How many spaces you move, so you got to use that. And that is so unique and so fun, and it's forgotten. This game is totally
And I was so
forgotten.
in love with it, with the buildings you put down. And
Yes.
it's thematic.
It's very thematic.
It makes you think that you're in
Yes.
Cape May and you're building up your little area and you're upgrading your buildings.
And
Oh
the
my
event
God.
cards that they have for it are real events that happen in Cape May.
Yeah.
And this game was so celebrated for like about a month.
Yeah. About a month.
It was celebrated for about
I remember.
a month or two.
I remember.
And then it was forgotten. But it is a real fun family weight game.
Yeah.
It's a family weight game. It ain't like Barcelona, y'all. It totally ain't like Barcelona. This is a family weight game, so it's a fun game. It is.
Monica was saying, I like Explorers of the North Sea, specifically because I can put Vikings onto the boat.
Yes.
And for some other reasons, yes, Monica, we know you like Vikings.
Yes. And North Sea, you can go raid. You can do some raiding. Yes.
Board Game Queen said, gorgeous game. Like a much better Monopoly.
Yes, it's a much better.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, it's better than Monopoly.
Yeah, and that's why I said it's a little bit, a family weight
very
game,
much
so you
so.
can play. And it's not the rules are not hard to learn.
Yeah.
So it's a really good game.
And then Dwayne Blackboard Gaming said, Cape May is a beautiful game. I need to show Alicia this one.
Yeah.
Yes, I think she'll like it.
Yes.
I think she'll like it.
Yes.
All right.
The next one up is the one I lose.
Cities.
Yes.
Okay, Cities is by DeVere. It's a 2-4 player game.
Yeah.
It came out in 2024. Okay, in Cities, you've been tasked to make the city a better place.
Yes.
City tiles are made up of park spaces, water spaces, and building spaces. You draft the best projects and arrange them in your own playing area. Buildings can range from 1 to 4 levels high.
Yeah.
There are achievements that everyone can compete for and private objectives for in-game scoring. City themes range from Sydney, Venice, New York, Barcelona, Rio de Janeiro, Lisbon, Mexico City, and Buenos Aires. It's open and closed drafting. You've got set collecting and tile placement. When Cities came out, I was done. I was like,
you were done. Because
I'm in love.
What I love about the game, though, is that the requirements of each game.
Yes,
like you got to have the different cities, and they have the requirements that you make your buildings and how you get points.
Yeah.
It's so many of them. You have all these cities, and so the replayability of it is just off the chain. And then it's so cool that I hope the expansion comes. I don't know. I hope the expansion of it's called Cities USA.
Yeah.
That is more more towns, more cities that you can use to play with, and it's a fun game.
I fell in love with Cities. The only frustrating thing about Cities is trying to get to the right level at the right time. So whether you're going to what row you're going to, you got the rows where you can put your little people, your little worker goes out there, and inevitably, whenever I'm trying to get somewhere, especially when I'm playing with you always go where I want to go.
Well, see, what I'm upset about with Cities, is that when I'm trying to get the tile to build my city that I want, here you go, or somebody else taking that tile, and you're just wishing, I need that tile with the water. I need that tile with the water. Please don't get that tile. God, got the tile with the water. Golly.
Well, we all
Come on.
I feel the same way.
Yeah.
Because it's like I'm trying. Then I try to outthink everybody.
How you what? What are you trying to outthink?
Because I'm looking at
you like Sherlock Holmes or something around here?
But, if they've already gone to a row.
Yeah.
And so you're
trying to outmaneuver.
Yeah, that row is going to be available to
outmaneuver
you when your turn comes.
Oh, okay.
So you leave that row alone and you go to another row so you can get a jump on them on that row.
Oh, you trying to outmaneuver somebody.
Yes.
Okay.
And I love
I'm trying to do that too. I'm trying to do that
I
too.
love collecting the little
Yeah.
statues and stuff and putting them in my little park and
Yeah.
all that stuff. I love building the buildings, the objective cards, whether you're going to have a one-level building. What I love is that the objective cards stack.
Yeah.
So you can have one.
Oh,
that
you can
says-
have like 100,
Yeah. Two-story
yeah,
or
you
blue
can have
buildings
a
or-
bunch of cards that
Yeah.
can help you score.
So those buildings can score
and
multiple
score on
times.
Yeah,
Oh, my
I love
God.
that. But
I love it.
but the one thing, it's hard to get water tiles. Try to get tiles with water for your city. It's hard.
Sometimes
It's hard
it depends.
because you
If
don't need the one that got all nothing
Well,
but
it depends.
land. I don't want that.
But if water is your goal, then you look for water tiles. But maybe
Yeah.
water's not your goal. You don't
yeah,
need water.
some of them don't have
Yeah, you don't
that.
have it.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
it's a fun game. It's middleweight all the way. It's a
Yes.
middleweight game all the way. So I love that.
Okay, first,
Is
Matt-
Cities a gateway
Yeah.
game? I don't know. It's middleweight, but I think if you teach it, I think
Yeah.
someone can get a hold of it pretty good.
I think if you've got
Yeah,
somebody
I
who
think-
is
yeah.
a gamer or who's interested
Yeah.
in gaming,
I think it'd be good.
they can learn cities.
Yeah.
We had cities. I think, wasn't that one of our hot games?
That was one of our hot games
Yeah,
at
for
NewCon.
last
Yeah,
year.
NewCon.
So we were having people teach cities
Yeah.
to newcomers to gaming. So yeah, I think a newcomer a gateway.
I think it'll be
so.
okay.
I think so
It'll be
too.
okay. Yeah.
Matthew
Matthew said I love Devere.
Yeah.
Rock Hard is one of my faves. I
Yeah.
need to pick up cities. Now
Yes.
I saw Amanda Panda said it's hard to pick it up.
Yeah.
She's trying to get it, but it's not
Yeah.
available. Can't get a copy, and I think
Yeah.
it is not available right now.
Yeah, yeah.
So hopefully, I don't know.
Yeah.
We hope that it can come back and they can get some more
Yeah,
copies.
keep
in.
looking out there. See if you can find it somewhere, Amanda.
Yeah, yeah. It says Board Game Queen said
Walker Harding.
yeah,
Oh,
Phil Walker.
yes.
Phil Walker Harding, the man who makes a game every 3 seconds. Oh, he made another game right there. He just made another game.
I was
Phil Walker
supposed to put his
Harding is
name on
good.
there.
What?
I didn't put his name on there.
You didn't put his name.
should
Phil Walker
on there.
Harding.
Yeah.
Yeah, he make a game every 2 seconds.
Yeah.
There you go.
But cities
Oh,
is
he just
fun.
made another one right there. Golly, Phil, what's up?
I love it. You know what else I love about it? Because
What?
because I'm tactile, I love to touch stuff.
Yes.
I kind of like rummaging in the bag to
Yeah,
get the little pieces and
take
stuff.
them out and put them on.
But
yeah.
then I get upset when I go in the bag and I know I need a particular color, and then I
Yeah.
cannot grab that color because you can't look in the bag.
No, you can't look at
You gotta
that.
just grab whatever comes
Yeah,
out.
you gotta grab whatever.
And you gotta
comes
try to
out.
make it work.
Yeah, yeah.
But I like those little
Now here's
pieces.
another good one. The next one is now we already know about the big one. We don't have a big one. I'm gonna tell you that we don't have a big one. We got the retail version, and that's Foundations of Metropolis. That is kind of like the remake of Foundations of Rome, but cheaper. There we go.
Yeah.
It's cheaper. Now it's Arcane Wonders, 2 to 4 players. It came out in 2024. Players will compete over 3 rounds to be the greatest architect in the city by purchasing deeds to empty lots and constructing new buildings on them. More complex buildings require more lots, but will bring you even greater prestige. The player with the most prestige will be appointed the grand architect. Gameplay is the same in this standalone game as Foundations of Rome, but with polynomial pieces and
Polyomino.
Polyomino.
You know it.
That word.
Pieces and a brand new theme. So you have auction. We have auction, tile placement, market and income.
Yeah.
So that's what we have. It's a really cool game. We don't have Foundations of Rome. Everybody be talking about all the big pieces and stuff. We don't got all that. We just got the the tiles.
Yeah.
And it's cool.
Hey, Ameritrash.
Hey, Ameritrash,
Welcome to
what's
the
going
show.
on?
All right, now.
It says, do you like this one or Rome better? We don't got Rome. I played Rome one time. It's all good. It's basically the same game, just you don't have all the fancy pieces, so it's the same
Now,
thing.
I gotta say, I love our community and our chat.
Yeah.
Scroll back down, Grant. Up. Blackboard Gamer Dwayne said, Amanda, let me check one of my flags. I think they have a few copies. If so, I'll reach out to you. That's what I'm talking about. That's a hookup. Those are our voices, people
Blake,
talking to each other.
Dwayne just trying to flex. He's trying to flex.
I think that's
He's
nice.
flexing.
He's gonna try to help
Dwayne
Amanda.
flexing.
That is so
He
cool.
flexing.
That's
You ain't trying to flex.
Hook up Amanda, Dwayne. You hook her up,
Yeah.
all right?
You keep flexing.
Michelle Rose says, my good friend owns the game store. I'll take a look, see if they have
Oh, Lord, Michelle flexing.
Y'all go ahead.
Everybody, y'all flex.
Hook each other up.
Y'all
I
flex.
love it. I
Yeah,
love it,
y'all
love it,
go
love
ahead
it.
and flex.
Okay,
Y'all do that thing.
Salayeki says, Cities is a good game as well for heavy players. The interaction is full, and you need to think about others' strategy, etc. Yes.
Starla, you ain't flexing. Now, let me go back to that. You ain't flexing because Spielbound online store might have some copies of
Yes.
Cities.
I could check Spielbound too.
Yeah.
But
Oh,
I love
no.
to see
Y'all check out Spielbound.
That's right.
You know, they online, so you can check them out, see if they got
Yeah.
something there too.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I agree with you. Cities is such a great game.
It is.
And,
It
and
is.
yes, I do think about the strategies of others because I'm looking at their stuff going, what are they trying to do? I agree.
Yes.
So
But that's
good.
for every game,
Yeah,
though.
yeah.
That's for every game. You're gonna look and see what your opponent doing. That's what I was doing last night with Barcelona, and I couldn't stop you.
It didn't help.
I couldn't stop you.
Didn't help.
Yeah, I couldn't stop. I couldn't stop
That's
her.
okay. That's all right.
By the time I knew, you were halfway around the board.
Oh, that is so cool.
What is that?
Michelle said, "Woo, a bit harder to do across the ocean." I'm sorry, Monica. A bit harder to do across the ocean unless you come over here. Yeah, Monica, if you're over in was it Norway?
Norway.
Yeah.
Norway.
Yeah, it's gonna be too far, but that's okay. People are hooking each other up.
Yeah,
love it, love it, love it.
hook each other up. You know, you gotta flex. You know, like, hey, I got a game store I can hook you up. Do it. Get it out there.
Now back to Foundations of Metropolis.
Yes.
I love this game. Again, it's another city planning game.
It's another
building,
city plan.
and
It's
you get your
straight
little
up city
deeds.
plan. It's straight up.
Yeah, you get your little deeds, and you got to try to put them together. And they've got the letters and numbers on the cards. And
yes.
I love it.
Yeah, it's a cool game.
Yeah,
It's a cool
Foundations
game.
of Metropolis. I have not played Foundations of Rome.
No, you didn't play. We had someone
Yeah.
that had it, and you didn't play. I did.
Yeah.
And it's cool.
But
you know,
this is awesome.
The only thing that you're missing from Rome has like special buildings
Yeah.
that you get big points building like these big, wonders or whatever.
Yeah.
Foundations of Metropolis don't have those special wonders, so you don't get those like big extra
Yeah.
points.
Well,
So
I
that's-
didn't miss
That's
it.
the only thing that's missing.
You know, you can't miss
Yeah.
what you haven't had,
No.
so I haven't played that.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
this one I love. It is a good city building game.
Yeah.
I think anybody can learn it. I think it's one of those easy.
It's
Yeah.
very easy to learn.
Yeah, it
it's
is.
easy to learn.
Yeah, so if you're new to gaming, this is a good game to try if you like city building.
Yes.
All right, so the next one on our list, Point City from Flat
City.
Out Games.
Yes.
1 to 4 players. It came out in 2024.
Uh-huh.
Now in Point City, you're going to take 2 adjacent cards from the dynamic city
Yes.
grid, add them to your expanding city. Use your resource cards and bonuses to construct building cards that require specific combinations.
Yeah.
Build special civic structures to multiply your city's points and be the top urban planner. It's all about open drafting and
Yes.
set collecting.
Yes.
Point City, Point
Yes.
Salad. What's the other one? Point.
Oh, the one that's coming out soon,
Yes.
Point Galaxy.
Point Galaxy.
Yeah.
If it got a point in front of it, you want to try it.
You got a point in front of it. Get it.
If the word point is
There's
at
a
the beginning,
point on it. Get it.
if it's a point at the beginning of a game, try
They
it.
did salads. They did a city. Now they gonna go out in
Let me
space.
go to the Galaxy.
They gonna go out
and
in
they're
space.
all fun.
You get it.
We played them all. They're all fun. But I thought that Point City, because you look at Point Salad and you go, how are they going to change it over? They did a really good job with changing it. Same
yeah.
mechanics pretty much
Yeah.
as Point Salad. but
Multi-use cards this
multi-use
time. Yeah,
cards.
like always.
Yeah, and
like
it's
always.
it just gives you a different take
Yes.
on how to play a game with those
Yes.
mechanics.
But but a lot of people say, it's kind of Point Salad 2.0. It's
Yeah.
a little bit heavier
Yeah.
than Point Salad. So yeah, that is true. It is. There's
Yeah,
a little
I
bit
think
more
so, too.
going on.
I
Yeah, there's a
think
little bit
so,
more
too.
going on. So definitely.
But it is a fun
But
game.
you got to check it out.
Yeah.
You gotta check it
Monica
out.
said, I have Shake That City. Shake That City didn't make the list, Monica.
No, it did not.
We played it. We've talked about it. It just wasn't one of our favorites. I'm just gonna leave that alone. And you know what? It really could have been a good game.
All I can say, unfortunately, it was cold.
Yeah.
It was cold out of our our collection.
I think the
It was cold.
idea of having the shaker
It was
thing
unique.
was unique.
It was unique.
But I don't think that little tool that they use to shake the little cubes and stuff,
Yes.
it malfunctioned too much.
Yes.
The things would get stuck in it, and so I think that's one of the downfalls
Yeah,
for me.
yeah.
But overall,
But
I thought
it was a unique game.
It was a unique
just
idea.
Kind of fell flat with us.
Yeah, a unique idea.
It fell
if they
flat.
could fix the shaker tool,
Yeah.
it would be great.
Yeah, it would. It would. It would, but Point City does have a solo mode, so that is
wow.
it's a fun time. That's a fun time, yeah.
All right, so let's go to the next. Oh, this is one of my favorites.
This is Starla's favorite.
Okay, so the next one is Quadropolis from Days of Wonder, 2 to 4 player game, came out in 2016.
Yes.
In Quadropolis, each player builds their own metropolis.
Yes.
But they're competing with another for shops, parks, public services, and other structures to be placed in them. The game lasts for 4 rounds, and in each round, players first lay out tiles for the appropriate rounds on a random 5x5 grid.
Yeah.
Each player has 4 architects numbered 1 to 4, and on a turn, a player places an architect next to a row or column in the grid, claims that tile that's as far as the number of the architect placed when claiming any resources associated with that tile. That's tough. That's a big mouthful.
Yeah, that's a big mouthful.
When a player takes a tile, a figure is placed in this now empty space, and the next player cannot place an architect in the same row or column where this tile is located.
Yes.
After 4 rounds, the game ends, and then you score for each of the 6 type of buildings, depending on how and where they were placed. So you've got residential buildings, shops, public services, parks, harbors, and factories. It's all about grid placement and tile placement and worker placement.
Yes.
And the first time I saw Quadropolis, I was in love.
Yes.
And
I
I was
think
in love.
Dwayne said Quadropolis was one of our first city building games. I think it was kind of like
our
for
second.
us. It was our second.
It was our
yeah,
second.
it was our second.
Our first one is on the list.
Yes, our first one. Yeah, but
Yeah.
and then also Carcassonne was out there too.
Oh, that's true.
Carcassonne is
that didn't
out
make
there.
the list.
That didn't make the list. You and your hatred
It's not hatred.
of Carcassonne.
It's not hatred.
I love
Yeah.
Carcassonne.
But with Quadropolis,
Yeah.
what I fell in love with were the little cute colored,
Yes.
translucent
Yes.
meeples and energy core tiles.
Yes, she fell in love
they
with
were
those
blue.
stuff. Yes, 'cause,
And-
I mean that's the first time we saw something like
I'd never
that.
seen a
yeah,
blue.
that was the first time we saw
Yeah,
that.
translucent meeple.
Yes.
I fell in love with that game, and I was like, I gotta have it.
Yes,
I
because
gotta
we went
have
to we were at
Comapalooza
Comapalooza
in
We were at
Houston.
Comapalooza, and that was kind of like our first and second year playing
Yeah.
board games.
Yeah.
And we went to that, and it was Lisa. Who was that? Who taught us?
That's Kim.
Kim came down,
Yeah.
and she was so nice to us. That
Yes.
was the first time we met Kim.
Yeah.
And she taught us.
Yeah, Kim Lucas in Houston.
She taught us Quadropolis and one other game.
That was
It was another game that she taught us.
the fair. World's
Oh no,
Fair.
it's the one with the pigs.
No. That was at our house.
Oh.
World's Fair.
World's Fair. World's Fair, and
Yeah,
that we got
learned
both
that.
of them.
Yeah.
We got both of them, but
Yeah.
Quadropolis was so good.
It was a game that once we played it, we had to have.
We had to have it,
We had to
and
buy
I went to. I had to go find it.
Yeah.
I had to go find it, so
Yeah.
it was a fun game.
Yeah, I had to
Yeah.
restrain myself from just taking those little meeples and putting them in other games because they were so cute. They were so cute.
She was just so in
just
love
has a
with that.
look.
She
You know,
was
it has
so
a
in
look.
love. Even with the little red, the
little
red
energy
ones,
cores, the little energy,
cores.
yeah.
That was
I love-
bad. That was bad stuff.
Yeah, you don't want those.
You don't
wanna
want
get
those.
them
You don't
off
want the
your
red
tiles.
things. Yeah, you don't
But
want
I
those.
loved it because I loved the way you put your city together.
Yeah.
You know, you got your parks and your apartments.
And then you had the store, and then you had to put
Yeah.
those translucent meeples in your
yeah,
store.
and your little mall or whatever.
Your
Let them
mall,
go shopping.
Yeah,
They-
you
they-
had to go shopping.
wanna
And
go
that's what you were
shopping.
talking about. That Star said, I got to get them to go shopping.
Yeah.
I'm like, Starla, it's not a real city, Starla.
But you-
It's not a real city.
But you get points for the more people you let be in your shopping
Yes.
mall. So I got to get people in the shopping mall.
And you had to do your apartments. You had
Yeah.
to build up apartments.
And the apartment has
put
to have a
people-
park. You got to have all that.
Yes.
I
that is
love
so
it.
true. Yes,
and I
you
love
do.
the mechanic of it to where you got to place your little number and you got to
Yes.
go put your tile there.
Hey, James, how you doing? How you
Welcome
doing?
to the show. But yeah, so I love it.
Yeah, I love it too.
And it's another one of those games that's forgotten now because we've got so many other games. You got to play Quadropolis.
Days of Wonder they gave it one expansion,
Yeah.
and then it was supposed to get another expansion. It didn't happen. They
Yeah.
just kind of like let it go.
And they shouldn't. It's a good game.
They did, you know, like Frozen. Let it go. Let it go. They let it go. They let it go. They let it go. They
All right,
did.
let's do this next one.
All right. So this one is really totally forgotten. It's by the Dr. Rainer Knizia, the evil Bowtie Man. Because he's the evil Bowtie Man, Rainer Knizia. Yes, the doctor.
We don't think you're evil.
He's the doctor
We don't think you're evil, Dr.
with a bow
Knizia.
tie. The doctor with a bow tie.
I hope we meet him one day, and if we do, he's gonna be so mad at you. You call
He
him
better
evil.
know he's the evil Bowtie Man running around there doing 5,000 games and half of them just kill you. I tell you, but he did San Francisco. It's a little known game from Rebel Studios that people do not know nothing about.
Yeah.
And you become an urban planner whose goal is to create the greatest redevelopment plan of the famous city in California, San Francisco.
Yes.
You know, rice aroni, the San Francisco treat.
San Francisco is a nice city.
It's a nice treat. I like the rice too, though. I like the rice too. Yeah, I do like the rice. Okay, design districts in each of the 5 types. Race against all other planners. Choose the right moment to take on new projects, but be careful. If you take on too many projects, it'll be harder to gain more, earn more prestige by cleverly designing a system of cable car connections, lay foundations, and carefully design the nearby landscape, allowing you to build new skyscrapers, create new version of San Francisco that will gain the most rewards and win through fame and recognition.
Yes.
So you have open drafting and tile placement for real, because it's so cool that you build your network of cable cars from a network. You have a depot, and then you can go around the city and make a real cable car system.
Yes.
And then you can build, put foundations so you can build real skyscrapers. That is so cool.
I love San Francisco. It's another one of those games that we don't play anymore. But when I played it, I had such a fun memory of it. And that's why it made the list over other games. Because it's one of those games that I want to get to the table. And if it did that to me, it left that kind of impression, I wanted to share that with other people.
Yeah.
But also the city of San Francisco, I got to tell a story about the city of San Francisco.
Oh, what story you going to tell?
I'm going to date myself.
Oh, you going to date it?
I was a kid when, I don't know.
Are you sure you were a kid? You sure you were a kid?
Yes, I was a kid when the streets of San Francisco used to come on TV. You remember the Streets of San Francisco?
Yeah, that was a detective movie.
Yeah.
Detective show.
It was a series.
With those 2 dudes. Oh, one of the dudes is real old now.
Carl Malden.
Carl Malden, he dead.
And then the other one is, oh God, he's famous.
He's famous. Because he's real old right now.
Douglas. Michael Douglas.
I think they said he almost ready to die.
Oh, yeah, he's old now.
He's old,
but anyway, I'm going to go
Don't
back.
die. Yeah.
I used to watch that on a black and white TV.
That was a cool show.
And they always call the bridge, the Golden Gate Bridge.
Yeah, but it's not golden.
And I love that bridge, and I say, well, if I ever get to San Francisco, I can't wait to see the Golden Gate Bridge.
Yes.
So many, many years later, I got a chance to go to San Francisco for the first time, and I was in my 20s. And when I got to see, I took a tour. Back in the day, I used to love to take tours.
Yeah.
I called Gray Line Tours.
Yeah, Gray Line Tours. Love them. Gray Line Tours. Love Gray Line Tours.
That way, when you get to the city, you're not trying to fumble around, trying to drive around.
They're expensive now, though. They're expensive now.
They were expensive then to me.
They're expensive
and you get on the bus, and it takes you to all the highlighted places in the city. And all you got to do is you get off. They give you some time to be there, and then you get back on the bus. Loved it. Went to the Golden Gate Bridge, and I was very disappointed.
Why?
It's not gold.
No. But it's the golden, because you're going through the golden city.
It is beautiful.
It's
is
red.
Impressive.
It's red.
It's actually orange.
It's kind of orange.
I forget what the color is. It's a special color.
It's a kind of sort of orange, reddish orange, kind of sort of. Yeah.
I was disappointed that it wasn't.
Oh, you
gold.
thought it was gonna be gold.
Well, I used to watch the Streets of San Francisco on a black and white TV. But there were other shows that had, I guess, the bridge. But I just thought it was going to be a big gold bridge, and it wasn't. But I still was very impressed with it. I enjoyed being on that bridge. And San Francisco is a beautiful
city. I did love that show.
Oh, that's a fun show.
It was a fun show. Yeah, it was a fun show.
Anyway, that's dating me a little bit. But
people saying is Santorini, Amanda Panda said, is Santorini a city builder? It's kind of, it is.
I think so. You building Santorini?
Yeah, you build Santorini. Yeah, it's good. And it's a cool game. We like that too.
It's a wonderful
and we just got the second edition of Santorini, and we're gonna try that out. Yeah. And I know they're gonna send us all the new stuff that they have. So we're gonna definitely try that out.
Ameritrash May said, "Are we classifying them as thematically building a city builder or mechanically being a city builder?"
Oh, you're getting real technical on that one, May. You're getting
I
real
didn't
technical.
Get that deep with it.
That's deep. That is
we count
deep.
Santorini, then.
Well, Santorini's not on our list.
Santorini's on our list, but that would be thematically.
I think it is a city builder.
Yeah, it's thematically because you're building Santorini.
Yeah.
Kind of,
those
sort of.
Beautiful blue domes.
Yeah.
I love that little game.
And I think the ones that we talk about that we're putting out like tiles,
Yeah.
that might be mechanically with a theme on top.
Yeah, I agree.
Like Foundations of Metropolis, I could say that's mechanical with a theme, on top.
So May is saying Because if we're saying thematically a city builder, then I would say Santorini. But if we're talking mechanically, then I would say no. Okay, you're right. I have to agree with that.
Yeah. I can
Because
go with
you're
that.
really not doing like we're talking, where you're putting parks and apartments and skyscrapers and all that. You're not really doing that. So that's a little bit different.
Yeah, because I think
Santorini, yeah.
I think Barcelona
Yes.
for the medium heavy that it is, that is mechanical.
Yes.
You know, you're putting stuff down in a
Yeah.
mechanical way
Yeah.
that has a theme on it.
Yeah, it is theme.
Good theme. It's a good theme.
thematic. Yeah, I
It's a
love
very
it.
thematic, but it is mostly mechanical.
I agree. Okay,
Yeah.
all right.
Yeah.
All
I
right.
like that. I like that. Making us think on that one, May.
All right.
Making us think.
Now the next one is my first city building game.
Is that the one? And that's the one you picked out.
I picked this one out.
Yes.
We'll go to the story, which I
Yes,
know we
yes,
told 100
yes,
times.
yes.
But the next one on our list is Suburbia
Yes.
from Bezier Games.
Yes.
It's a 1-4 player.
Yes.
It came out in 2012.
Yes.
It is a tile laying game in
Yes.
which players try to build up an economic engine and infrastructure that will be initially self-sufficient and eventually become both profitable and encourage population growth.
Yes.
I'm emphasizing encourage population growth.
Why you hitting me on that one?
As your town grows, you both modify your income and reputation. As your income increases, you have more cash on hand to purchase better and more valuable buildings,
Yeah.
such as an international airport
Uh-huh.
or a high-rise office building.
Yeah.
As your reputation increases, you'll gain more population,
Yeah.
and the player with the largest population at the end of the game wins.
Yeah.
All about tile placement.
Yes.
Open drafting,
Yes.
set collecting, in-game
Yes.
bonuses.
Yes.
This was the first game that
Yes.
I picked out
yes,
myself.
Yes, it was. Yes. Yeah.
Because when we
yeah,
started in the hobby,
yeah.
Mick was buying all the games.
Yeah.
So I would let him buy the games. He'd bring them
Uh-huh.
home and introduce them to me.
Yes.
But then he took me to a game store,
Yes,
which I
I
had never
did.
been to
Yes.
a game store.
No, she hasn't.
And when I walked in
Back
and
then.
saw,
Yeah.
back then in 2012,
Yeah.
I saw all these games on the store. I was
Yeah.
totally overwhelmed.
Yeah.
So Mick was in his element. He's over there looking
I
at
was
games.
going, y'all.
And I was getting
going.
bored.
I was going.
I was getting bored because he's looking at every box.
Yes.
And he said, well, just go find something. Go look at
Go
your own
find.
stuff.
Go look.
So I
go
left
look.
him.
Explore.
I left him on one side of the store, and I started looking at boxes and
Yeah.
stuff, not knowing what I was looking
No.
at, didn't know what I was going to do.
Yeah.
But we were going to buy games that day.
Yeah.
So I saw Suburbia.
Uh-huh.
And something about the old
The old.
box art
Yeah, the old box art.
spoke to me.
Yeah.
And I told Mick I wanted this game. So I took it off the shelf and I carried it around the store and I looked at other stuff. And then I'm looking at the box. I'm reading about it. And I'm
Yeah.
like, oh, you're putting a city together. I want this game. And Mick said, you sure?
You
And
sure?
I said, yeah.
Okay.
And I have been in love with Suburbia ever since.
Yes,
we
she
played
has.
these games so much.
Yes, she has. Now, the new box art, you would have picked it up.
No, I would not. I've already told Bezier they messed up.
You would have picked up that one.
The new box art is so
Yes.
plain.
Yes.
It's so boring.
Oh.
I would have passed it up.
Yeah.
But something about those characters that looked like they were from 1960.
From the other one.
The Jetsons, yeah.
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
like, okay, well not the Jetsons per se, but those old 1960s homes or whatever. I just loved it.
Now, why do you like Suburbia so much?
Because again, I'm building a city.
Yes.
And you've got to make it make sense. So if you're going to have a housing development, you want to have an office building somewhere nearby, you want to have a residence, a restaurant.
I can't understand every time because I put down stuff because I need the points and I'm trying to get the points.
Well, that's what I was saying about encourage population growth.
I try to get the points. You up there said, "Ooh, I can't put that over there because my people don't need a restaurant over there. They need the restaurant over here because I got to put some entertainment over here in this office
need a
building
movie theater.
because the office building they need to go work and then they need a road next." I'm like, what?
And then by the office building, you want to make sure you have some parks. So people, they take time off on their break. They want to go walk around the park. So make sure you have a park there.
And then she
you also-
wins, family.
you also
She
wanna lay-
wins.
If you make it
She
make
wins.
sense. Yeah.
What?
Yeah. That's how you make it make sense.
You just if you got to put 3 airports along there, you get the point.
I let you have all the bad tiles, like the cemeteries and all that stuff.
I like those.
See,
You can turn those over and make lakes out of them. I like them.
all the big factories and anything that's bad, I let him have that in his city. And like I told Mick, if my people have to go over there and work, they can work in his city, but they're going to come back home to my city where it's beautiful.
And I can understand why you win. I mean, family, she's city plans. If you want to see some city planning in Suburbia, over here, she's city plans.
Yes.
And I can't understand how she wins.
If you care about your population, You're gonna make sure you give them things.
I'm like,
That's
what?
gonna make them thrive.
What?
Yeah, yeah,
I'm like, how does she win?
yeah.
You win.
Yeah, that's the way you
I
make it
just,
work.
I
Yeah.
can't understand it. I'm
Yes.
lost.
You gotta make it make sense. Monica said, first mistake, Mick. First mistake, Mick. Second is letting her get hold of your credit card.
Oh, she got credit card already. She good. She good. She good. Oh, Mayor Trash May said, I wish they had kept the fun front box in the new version as well. However, the tile art is so much better in the new version. That is true. The tile art is
the
better.
tile art, but the
Tile
box,
art is better much.
And
very
you buy
better.
from the
Yeah.
box art, at least for me.
Yes.
I buy from the box art.
She does.
Yes, yeah.
She does.
Blackboard Gaming, Dwayne said, the cover of Suburbia never drew me in, but you sold us on the game and we love it. Oh, thank you,
Yeah.
Dwayne. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
I'm so happy. I know because Alicia loves it, and I'm happy she loves it because I do. I love that game. Matthew Rose, Poetic Justice, my friend.
Yeah.
Your shirt.
I know. Oh, yes. Oh, yeah. Definitely. Definitely. Tupac, baby. Tupac.
But Poetic Justice
Always
too.
Tupac.
That's a double meaning.
Yeah.
Double entendre.
I know.
Matthew said, Blaine said, what's the game from Bezier that was sort of a sequel to Suburbia?
That was one that they had that wasn't that good. That was kind of forgotten.
I don't know. I don't
Yeah,
know
it was
the
one. They
Do you
had
know?
one. Yeah,
Okay.
it was one, but it
I
was
don't
kind
know.
of
I don't know the
forgotten.
sequel.
Yeah.
But I'm going to tell you now, if you've never played Suburbia,
Yes.
and if you like city building in any way whatsoever, you're going to love this one.
And you really don't need. They brought out a bunch of expansions. You don't need those expansions.
I'm gonna tell you, I didn't really care for the expansion.
No, you didn't.
Those
Especially that
little
one with
borders.
that long, the
Yeah, with the
expansion with
borders.
the borders.
Yeah, the beaches, and
yeah.
all this. I don't need all that.
You don't need
I
all
don't need
that.
all that.
They kind of went left with
Yeah,
the expansions.
yeah, yeah.
I mean, real left.
Yeah.
And then the one with the stars.
Yeah, I didn't like that either.
Yeah,
I
the one
just
with
like
the
the
stars.
basic
Nah.
Suburbia.
Basic Suburbia. They just should have added some more tiles, and we've been
That
good.
would be great.
Yeah, we've been good.
Yeah, new tiles.
Yeah, new tiles. New tiles with different city
With more
stuff.
stuff from my city.
Yeah, like amusement park. We didn't get no
the
amusement park.
park.
Oh, that would be
Oh,
cool.
the amusement park would be great.
I think they
Yeah.
put it on the star one, but you didn't need all those stars and
Yeah,
stuff
we
like that.
need more
Just
stuff.
give us just some more
Yeah,
stuff.
I
Yeah,
agree.
a game store. I think they had a game store in
Yeah,
there, but
yeah.
as a promo. But just give us some cool
More stuff so I can make my city even more
Yeah.
inviting.
Yes.
So your people can come visit and know what it's like to be in a nice city, and then they can go back home.
Why you keep talking about my city? Why you keep talking about my city? My cities be good. They be efficient. They are efficient.
Monica said, I used to buy for the box art. Now I'm working myself a bit more into what's in the box. That's true.
That's cool.
And then Ameritrash May said, I agree, starter. The box art is the first impression and why someone picks
Yes.
up the box to check it out. That is, if you see the box, it's going to make you check it out and read about it. And if that box art isn't intriguing to you, you're not going to touch it.
You know, I mean, sometimes you need the box art, and I think, designers and publishers shouldn't get away from not making good box art. You know, you got to make good box art to be attractive to folk. You know, because let me tell you, Monopoly, they be trying to make them box arts, different every time to get you in there.
They do.
So and they doing it. So hey, you better make a nice little box art. Don't make it ugly. Don't make it ugly.
You guys are writing our upcoming shows for us.
What is that?
Ameritrash said y'all should do a favorite box art list. I love that idea.
Because that's what Starla looks at.
I do.
That's what it looks at, and I do look at it sometimes, but I'm kind of more in the box too. What the game is about. Not too much of the box art, but I do hate ugly box art. I hate ugly box art. I hate it. I hate it.
Michelle Rose said, I need to break this out and teach my husband. I picked up the collector's edition for $35 a while back.
That's a good
and
deal.
It's just sitting on the shelf.
Oh, come on.
Get it off the shelf,
You
Michelle.
gotta get off the shelf.
Get it off the shelf.
You get it off the shelf. We got the one with everything in it up there too. So we got to throw that out. We got to break it out too.
Monica said, I'm just not a fan of the cartoonification of perfectly good box art. It depends.
It depends on how it looks. Now, the one thing I hate about the cartoonish is Days of Wonder Coliseum. Now, Coliseum, the first one was beautiful. I mean, it was really cool. And then TMG got it, and it looked horrible. The cartoonish, it looked bad. And now somebody else got it, and it's a little bit of cartoonish, but it's a little bit more serious cartoonish, and I like it. It's cool. It's cool.
All right, so we're almost wrapping this up. We're
Almost. We're almost there.
So
We're
number
almost
11
there.
on the list.
Yes.
Tangram City.
Tangram City.
Capstone Games.
Yes.
It's an Uwe Rosenberg game. 1 to 5 players. It came out in 2023. In Tangram City, you place city tiles on your board using secret information
Yes.
about what city tile will come up next.
Yes.
As the city tiles are double-sided, you plan your layout with the goal of harmony and the shape of a rectangle in mind. At the end of each round, you receive points for the largest rectangle on the board, and at the end of the game, bonus points for harmony between the realms. So it's all about in-game bonuses
Yes.
and grid coverage.
Yes.
And I absolutely love
I
Tangram
love
City.
Tangram City, and then you got to make it balanced. You know,
Yes,
between
you got the balance
between
at
the
the top,
urban and I guess the
Yeah.
greenery,
Yes,
greenery and
yeah.
urban. You got to
Yeah.
make it balanced, and you always got to watch out for that. And it's a good game.
And that was the big challenge because it's not to me a pretty game per se because you only got a couple of colors. You got what brown on one side.
Yeah.
And
Oh, well,
green
you
on
got
the other side.
black. You got
Yeah,
kind of darkish black,
Yeah.
and then on the other side you got green.
Yeah, so you just got to
You
put
know,
that together.
yeah,
But
yeah.
I thought it was a really good game. It's
It's a
one of
good
those
game.
that it came out, we talked about it for a little while, and then
And
now
it disappeared.
Nobody talks about it
Nobody
anymore.
talks about
Yeah.
it. You know, and it's a really good game. You know, Uwe. You got
Yeah.
Uwe. You know what Uwe made? Do you know what Uwe made? That's the Agricola man. That's a Agricola.
Love Agricola.
Love Agricola. That's Uwe. Love Uwe. Uwe or whatever, you know.
Uwe.
Yeah, Uwe. But you know, like it's a forgotten game.
Yeah, but
And
it's a good one.
it's a
and
good
and
one.
it challenges you because you
Yes.
start off, at least for me, I'm just trying to fill up the city and try
Yeah.
to make it work. But
Yeah,
then
you
I
can't
forget-
do that though. You
I
just
know,
can't
'cause
be
I forget-
throwing
I
in
forget
stuff,
about the
and
harmony.
it becomes a puzzle.
Yeah,
it
I
becomes
forget
a
about the
puzzle.
harmony part.
Yeah,
And that's what's going to get you. If you can't
Yeah,
make it harmonize.
it's gonna get
Yeah,
you.
yeah.
It's gonna get you. So it's a really fun. It's a fun game. Hate that it's
Yeah.
kind of like been forgotten. It's underrated. So definitely check it out. Check it out.
Oh, Monica said now Zombie Agricola's coming. Yeah.
Zombie Agricola. Yeah.
Oh, Blaine said Bezier
So-
sequel Serbia was subdivision.
Subdivision. It didn't get a
Oh.
lot of good pub
Yeah.
because a lot of people said it wasn't that good. You know, I heard it wasn't that good.
So he bought it on
Yeah.
sale at Barnes and Noble, and it wasn't that
Yeah,
good.
it wasn't that
but
good.
Susan liked it.
Yeah,
okay.
it wasn't that good. Yeah, there
Oh,
it is.
subdivision.
Yeah, it wasn't
we
that
don't
good.
have that.
No, we
Yeah,
don't. We're not
yeah,
gonna get it.
Yeah.
It wasn't that good.
Okay.
It wasn't that good.
All right,
Yeah.
last one on our list.
Yes.
Villagers
Villagers.
from Sinister Fish Games.
Yes.
It's a 1-to-5 player. It came out in 2019. So you are the founder of a new village during the Middle Ages.
Yes.
And in the years after the Great Plague, the loss of so many people has created big problems for the survivors.
Yes.
Many of the people in the village you used to depend on for essential things like food and shelter and clothing are gone.
Yes.
So the roads are full of refugees seeking a new beginning. They come to you, hoping to settle down on your land and make a living. You must choose wisely who you will allow to settle with you, as your food and resources are limited. If you manage to find people that can work together to make a profit while increasing your food surplus and capacity for building new houses, your village will be prosperous. Now, I read these things for you because it really sets the tone for the game.
Yes.
To go in and read the whole backstory of
Yes.
why you're playing this game.
And now, Villagers is a really good game. That was the first one from Sinister Fish.
Yeah.
Before they started going
Yeah.
on the one where you start in the village, then I think you went to the city, and then you went out of space.
Right.
You know, but this is, I think, their best one.
This is their best
This is
one.
their best one, I
And by
feel.
the way, we have a promo
Yeah.
card in Villagers.
Well, okay, Board Game Queen, no Tiny Towns, no.
No, we don't have Tiny Towns.
We don't have Tiny Towns because we just didn't fall in love with it. And we just, it was kind of meh.
Meh. Yeah.
We did play it,
Yeah.
but it just like,
We've played it a couple of times. I know
Yeah.
we played it
we played in
years
San
ago.
Francisco, remember?
Yeah, we played it
Yeah.
in Houston years ago, and I didn't get into it. We played it in San Francisco a couple of years ago.
Yes.
At what was that?
At Kubla Khan.
Kubla Khan.
Yes.
And it was okay.
It was,
And we just don't have a copy of it in our
Yeah,
collection.
yeah.
So these games we're talking about are games we have in our
Yeah.
collection that we really enjoy playing.
Yeah.
But back to Villagers. Villagers is a fun game. I love it. But the only thing I hate is when Mick tries to use my villagers to help do stuff in his town.
but that's what the game says you can do. What's wrong with doing that? It's using other villages, people, to help your village.
See,
What's wrong with that?
My villagers don't like being hired out because you don't pay well.
You better be lucky I like your villagers to help my
You don't-
people.
you don't pay
You
well.
better be glad that I want to even come to your little old village, because I've been hearing rumors about your village ain't doing well over there. I've been hearing rumors.
Mimi said villagers. I was trying to find that game but forgot the name. Thank you for helping me. Yes.
Yes.
Okay. I don't want thanks for that, Mimi.
Yes.
Helping you with your addiction.
Yeah, Villagers is really, really good.
She said, "Hey, the game shop. Guess I'll be visiting you soon."
Yes.
You probably will.
Yes. The Villagers is really, really fun.
Yes.
Now, you're not really putting buildings up. You're putting people.
Well, no, it's people.
Kind of a city.
You're building a village after the plague.
After the plague, but you build it. The people are your, I guess, your
Yes,
buildings or whatever.
Well, they're coming to live with you on your land, so that is your village.
Yeah. So carpenter, they got to bring in their little carpet. I mean, it's a building that they're in.
Yeah,
So
yeah. So there are villages, and there's food, and people have to eat, and they have to work, and it's so no different.
Because you're starting off as founders.
That's right, founders
and then
of
you're
your
going
town.
from there.
Yes.
And it's a really fun game.
Yes.
It's a really fun game. And I know they have their expansion seasons is really fun.
Yes.
Yeah.
So Villagers, I fell in love with it. I was really happy to play that game. And as I said earlier, we have a promo card. We're founders of a village.
Yes, we are.
So be sure to check that out.
Yes, definitely check that out.
Yeah, so I love it. It's a fun game.
It is.
It really gets me in. I really get into playing it. That's why, because we like to do this little trash talk back and forth when we're playing the game, talking about who's got the better village and all that stuff.
Yes, we do.
So that's how we play, and that's where we get our enjoyment.
Yes, and Michelle said Villagers is 100% underrated. It is.
Yes, it is.
I think the majority of games on this list is underrated.
They're underrated.
Yes,
They're
underrated. Yes.
Yeah, so these are our top 12.
12.
You guys have suggested a lot.
Yes.
Now, Blaine came through with his favorite city builders, Foundations of Rome. Oh, New York 1901.
That was a good one.
Yeah, we used to love playing that one.
We met the designer for that one.
We know
yes,
him.
we know him.
From Houston.
Yeah.
Sunrise City, Point City, 1906 San Francisco, Blue Moon City, and Micro City. And he said, want to play Sid Saxon's Metropolis and Gil Hova's High Rise.
We played Gil Hova's High Rise.
Yeah.
It was not a favorite.
It was okay. It was okay.
Yeah, because I know Grant played it, and he didn't like the corruption that they had on it. And I know that High Rise, that Kickstarter just went totally awry.
Yeah.
And, because I wanted the more detailed buildings. I know I probably never will see those. But I think somebody did pick it up. I forgot who picked it up. It was another publisher that picked it up, trying to get that out. But High Rise, maybe with the upgraded, bits and everything, maybe they changed the rules and stuff, but I don't know. Yeah.
Monica said, I have a Rado promo for my Villages of Valeria game. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, eventually our promos will be available at some point in time after we complete our Kickstarter campaign.
We're almost there.
And we are at about 70% complete. So we are so proud that we are finally getting everybody the stuff that they asked for. So yes, we are almost there.
We're almost there. Yes, we are almost there. Dwayne said I did not care for High Rise. No, it wasn't that good. Yeah, it wasn't that good. Yeah. We were kind of disappointed with it. So yeah. It says Jennifer said all play is fulfilling High Rise. Yes, that's right. All play is doing that. Yes. Thank you for that, Jennifer. Thank you.
Hey, Albert. He said, I'm adding Villagers and Suburbia to my need to play. Yes.
Definitely Suburbia for sure.
Yes. No, Villagers.
Villagers too, but definitely Suburbia.
Definitely both.
Okay, definitely both.
Don't make a decision.
Yes, definitely both.
Get them both.
Yes.
Mimi, that's not for you. That's for Albert.
No, she didn't. She said, Mimi.
That's not for you.
Come on now.
I got to call people out.
You know Mimi gonna do it anyway. You know Mimi gonna buy anyway.
I got to call people out. It's not for you.
She gonna do it anyway.
I was talking to Albert.
She gonna do it anyway. You know that.
Anyway, guys, this has been a fun show.
It has been a fun show. It's always fun, though. It's always fun.
Yes.
And even if we gotta talk about tough stuff like tariffs and stuff, we always bring it back around and we have a good old time. It's a good old time. You know.
Also, too, if you guys haven't checked out our top 5 on BGG, go do so. We talked about filler games.
Yes.
Go check us out on BGG.
Yes, check it out. All the filler games and what filler games you like, because the ones on there we love.
Yes, we do.
We do love those one on filler games, because that's the good thing about those little small games. They're just filler. We got to talk about that one day on this show.
We do.
We need to talk about filler games.
We'll do a longer list on this show.
Yeah, we're gonna do what?
A longer list.
Yes, we got to talk about some filler games. We got to talk about that, because that's a fun thing too.
Mimi said, "Fingers in my ears, la la la, can't hear you."
No, you hear. You hear us. You definitely
We
his.
got to do a game day so we can sit down and talk in person.
Yes, you his. You
Okay.
definitely his.
All right, so what else we got, Grant? We got joke from Blaine, right?
Do we have anything? Oh,
do.
dad joke.
Okay,
What we got? What we got?
A ship carrying blue paint and a ship carrying red paint collided in the middle of the ocean. You want to know what the answer is?
What?
Yes.
Both crews were marooned.
Maroon.
Oh, that's funny.
That's
There.
maroon.
That's good there. That's good there.
Well, thank you, Blaine.
Any other questions or anything? Do we have anything?
Is that
Anybody
it?
throwing something at us?
All right, looks good.
Oh, let's
looks
see.
good.
Do we have anything?
I think we're good. We're caught up pretty
Oh,
good.
we caught up pretty good. Frostpunk is a favorite city builder. Josh
right.
says Frostpunk. Now,
Yeah.
I didn't play Frostpunk on PC, on video games, PC and stuff. I didn't play that one. It looked a little bit too emotional.
Oh.
It's something
Emotional.
else. Yeah, emotional.
Okay.
It was doing some judgments that you had to make was kind of crazy.
Oh, okay.
So I didn't get that. I didn't get Frostpunk 2. I think that's coming out on PC, so I didn't get that one. I don't have the board game either, but I heard it is a pretty good city builder. It's a pretty good city builder. I definitely think that.
Scroll down. Let's see. Oh,
What are you having? Matthew Rose said, "What are you having for Easter dinner?"
that's a good question because I did not cook this
She
year.
did not cook, so we're probably venturing out
Yes.
to see if something is open. That's what we're gonna do.
I did not cook this year. We're trying our best to cut back. And,
Yes, we are
Yeah,
trying to
Eat
lose
better.
weight.
Yeah, eat better, cut back. So I didn't want to cook a big meal because I don't know how to cook anything but big
Yes,
meals.
we're trying to lose weight.
Yeah.
Actually, we're tracking our foods and everything.
Tracking
We're
our
trying
calories.
we're
We're
trying
giving
to
it
do
another
better.
shot.
We're giving it another shot.
You can't
Yes.
give up on your health. You
Yeah,
cannot.
and we want to be here for a while. So, we're trying to be here for Grant, and
Yeah.
I'm trying to be here for
well,
everybody.
look who
so
showed up.
who? Navy Montel, you late.
Navy.
You late, Navy.
What's going on with you, Navy?
What's going on with you, Navy?
We're doing fine.
Hope you're doing good. Hope you're playing some games. Now, I know you do the card games a lot.
Yeah.
I know you do the living card games, but you got to do board games too. Hope you're out there playing some board games out there, Navy.
Okay,
Yeah.
Blaine has an interesting question.
What is that?
What's your favorite YouTuber game promo that isn't you? Huh. I'm going to leave you for that one. We got promos.
Well, yeah, we got promos, but it seemed like the only ones that I get a lot of is the Dice Tower. Yeah, the Dice Tower.
Dice Tower promos.
We got a lot of Dice
Yeah.
But one
Tower.
of my favorites is the friendly watcher in Clank, which is Watch It Play.
Yeah, Watch It
Watch
Play.
It Play.
Yeah, Watch
friendly.
It Play.
Oh, that is a good one. Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I think that's it because
Yeah.
I get a lot. I get a lot of them.
Yeah.
Game Boy Geek, he has a few of them.
Yes, he does.
He has a few of them, and
Yeah, we are honored that we have promos, and I'm so happy that
Starla got a bunch of promos.
When
She's
we,
on there.
Well, we as a family have promos. I only think Grant's only on one. He's only on the Catan.
Yeah, he's on one. Oh, Navy
Yeah.
Montel said I'll be playing Alhambra today with some friends. Love Alhambra. We
good.
just talked about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was on our list. We love
Yeah.
Alhambra.
Alhambra's a
now
great
you gotta
game.
play some expansions now. We still gotta play some, but you
We
gotta
do.
play some
We do.
expansions. But we love Alhambra.
Yeah,
we
we
love
do.
it. We love it.
All right, everybody.
All right, so everybody have a good Sunday. We love you out there. And we don't have any events or anything
No
coming
events
up.
coming up except BGG Spring.
Yeah, BGG Spring.
We are contracted. We are ready to go. Everything
Yes.
is in order. We will be at BGG Spring.
And we'll be hanging out playing some
Yes.
games,
So
y'all.
if you're anywhere in the vicinity, get your passes now. Come to BGG Spring. We will be there
Yes.
playing games, having fun. Come see us, y'all.
All right, so hey, if that's everything,
Whoa. You didn't finish. What's going on?
What is that? What did I do?
Oh, my God.
What? Where can you find OFPG? Have I lost my mind?
Yes,
subscribe,
you have.
y'all. Definitely subscribe. Where can you find the Starla? Where?
Well, if you're looking for Our Family Plays Games,
Yes.
you can find us on Facebook,
Uh-huh.
Instagram,
Yes.
Blue Sky,
Yep.
Threads,
Yep.
TikTok,
TikTok.
on our website,
And
and right here on YouTube.
right here.
And if you're in Omaha, Nebraska,
That is local family.
you can find us on Cox Channel 22.
Yes.
Thursdays at 11:30 a.m.
Family, thank you so much for coming out this Sunday. Hope you have a good Easter if you're celebrating it. And I hope you're having a good day. Have a good week. We're going to get through all this craziness in our hobby. But always know, family, always know, we love you.
Bye,
now.
everybody.